Hi everyone, in this video we'll be covering your first day on the trumpet. We're going to go over how to put it together, how to hold it, and get your first notes. Now first, I want you to take your cases, put them on the floor, because your trumpet can't fall any farther than the floor, and then gently open them up, making sure that it's the right side up. The latches should fall down as you open them. So go ahead, open it up, and you'll see two pieces in there. You're going to see a mouthpiece, and you're going to see the rest of the trumpet. Now, to put them together, take the bell, put it on your knee. This part right here, that's where the mouthpiece goes. And you're just going to give it a quarter twist to make sure it doesn't fall out, to check if you did it enough, making sure you have a secure base on the rest of the horn. Go ahead and try and lightly pull on that mouthpiece. It should not move on you. Now that we got that all set up, we're going to go over how to hold the instrument. We're going to start with the left hand, because this is what holds the trumpet. Your right hand just sits on top and presses the valves, but this is going to be the stability, alright? So, left thumb, back here in the saddle, and then your fingers wrap around the valve casing like so. Now, you're seeing that I have my pinky down here, and that really depends on preference and comfort. Smaller hands are probably going to want all their fingers up here with their pinky in this ring. Medium-sized hands or older hands like mine might prefer something like this, where people with larger hands and fingers are going to kind of want to do a Spock motion and put pinky and ring down here, and your middle finger is going to control that third valve slide. And small bit of note, whenever you move this third valve slide, depress your valves. It makes your trumpet last so much longer, alright? So, once you have that position, it should be something comfortable that you can hold the trumpet with one hand, alright? Now, onto your right hand. We're going to go ahead and shake that right hand and get a very relaxed hand position. We want a kind of flat C is what we're looking at. Then you're going to take that thumb in between the first and second valves, and then the fleshy pads of your fingers are what's going to be resting on the trumpet. It's going to look like that. See, we have our flat C still. And then our pinky just rests on top of the pinky ring. So this is your final hand position, finished look, alright? Now that we have that, remember that, but we're going to go to making our first sound. So take your mouthpiece out and put your trumpet in a safe place. Usually your case is the safest place. I've got a trumpet stand off screen. Now, holding your mouthpiece, we're going to first make your embouchure without it. We're going to go that's right. Now, once you can do holding your mouthpiece like this, put it on your face, and then just say into the mouthpiece. And kind of hold that airstream out. So we're going to go just like that. Now, right now you can kind of do it pretty easily just going without taking in more air, but when we pick up the trumpet in a sec, I want to make sure you're just taking a nice big breath before you start playing. You want to almost think of just a very open, full breath. It's we don't want our shoulders to move too much. It's just kind of a expanding with air, okay? So we'll do that one time with the so there you go. And once you can get those into the mouthpiece, go ahead and pick up your trumpet again. Mouthpiece placed right here. And we're actually going to remove our tuning slide. So here, I'm going to do it backwards for you so you can see which part. This one right here, remove it slowly and gently. It might get a tiny bit stuck right at the end, and then you should be able to pull it out and place it in your case. That is the safest place for it, just right in your case, okay? Now, once we have that, we just have the mouthpiece and the lead pipe that we'll be playing through. So go ahead and doing the same match my sound. My turn. Okay, one more time. if you're having trouble hearing it, I want you to sing it with me. We're going to go da, very strong, a lot of air, and you might notice that you breathe differently for that singing, that kind of da. That's the same breathing we want for the trumpet. I don't want you moving your shoulders, just a nice da, and then a nice once you have that, and you're going to want to do that a few times until you get the same tone as me. We're moving a little fast because I got to get through showing you everything, but I want you to take your time in your personal practice. Now, putting the lead pipe back in, I'd leave it out about here for the best resonance on the horn. We're going to play our first note. Now this is G, and it sounds like this. No fingers, sounds like this. I want you to match that sound. And again, if you're having trouble matching my sound, go ahead and sing it first. Da, and then play it. Now I want you to spend as long as you need to on that note until you get it right. If you feel yourself getting tired, go take a 5-minute break and then come back to it. And once you can play a big, beautiful, we're going to move down and we're going to play till C. So really quickly at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you an oral demonstration of what those sound like. But when you practice it at home, I want you to first sing the pitch that I play, then play it, and keep playing it until you match my tone. Go ahead and put that little bit of the video on loop and just listen to what I play, and then you match it, okay? So here, starting with G. Our next note sounds like this. Now that's an F. First valve, again, sounds like this. Once you get that note, go down one more. You're going to sound like this. First and second valve, that's an E, again, sounds like this. One more down, we're going to make it sound like this. Now that's a D, first, third valve, and then you kick that third valve out just a tiny bit. Again, sounds like this. And then last note has the same fingering as the first. This is C. Now, like I said, I wouldn't go this fast if we were in person and I had time to hear how you were making these notes sound and we could focus on really getting a beautiful sound. But I'm limited in my video time, so I just want you to take those oral images I've made for you at the end of this video, sing with them, take a huge breath, and just play. The point is to hear that sound in your ear and then replicate it in your trumpet, alright? It might take a little time, it might get frustrating, but I want you to just stick with it. This way of learning the trumpet helps your ears, and so once we move on to playing music, you're going to see how it's so benefit to hear these notes and be able to sing it in your head while you're playing it, alright? Best of luck, guys. You guys are going to do awesome.